Hello everyone, welcome to MBA We Educare YouTube channel. So today with us we are having our student Isheeka Singh who has came out with the flying colors with 94.81 percentile. So Ishika, how are you feeling with your latest score?
Very happy actually, and I'm very. I mean, I have touched with the good colors and flying colors, and my parents are quite happy, and
Okay, your
everything went
family is
well, and I
happy.
could.
Okay,
Yes, they are.
so that's
I would give
that's
good.
really great thing to hear.
Care.
Okay, so
Thank
Ishika,
you.
I would like you to introduce yourself and what was your academic background before preparation of CET?
So, hello, I am Isheeka Singh, and I have my graduation degree from BBA CA, that is Business Administration plus Computer Application,
Okay,
from Indira College, Pune.
okay. So
Yes,
as you
sir.
know that BBA is like the perfect precursor to MBA. So seems like you are on very right path for your PG. So when did you decide like you want to do MBA after your completion?
No, to be very honest, it took me an year to take a gap and then decide what I really have to do in my life,
Okay,
which path I have to choose in the
okay,
career wise, and that's why I took 1 year of gap, prepared for my CET exams, and now I'm on right
ओके
track.
सो वो वन ईयर में आपने क्या ऐसा सोचा कि आपको लगा कि एमबीए करना चाहिए अभी?
It's like पूरे जगह पे growth है and I really wanted to learn more skills. मुझे अपना बहुत ज़्यादा grooming बच्चा है करवाना अभी, which I have to do, and I feel that MBA will be the absolute right place where I can get all the brush up for the corporate world.
ओके ग्रेट ओके नाउ व्हाट वाज योर स्ट्रेटजी while preparation of your MHCET exams?
The biggest strategy was to give as many mock tests I could ever give
Okay,
because
so
that literally helped me with my speed.
okay, so how many mocks did you give? Would you like to tell our audience?
I gave around I didn't give much, but I gave 40-45 mocks in a rough
40 to
time.
45 mocks. 40.
Yes, and more of them
Okay.
were subject wise.
Subject wise mocks. Okay.
Yeah, that were more helpful for me.
Okay. So what exactly does this mock test help? Would you like to tell our audience कैसे exactly ये mock test help करता है?
सर फर्स्ट थिंग आई वुड से इज दैट मॉक टेस्ट से आपका टाइम बहुत ज्यादा आपको समझ आता है हाउ क्विक यू आर बिकॉज सीडी में एक चीज ऐसा हो जाता है व्हेन यू स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग यू डोंट गेट इनफ टाइम मे बी यू मिस आउट समथिंग समवेयर हियर एंड वो फिर एंड में पैनिक हो जाता है सो मॉक टेस्ट से यू गेट अ रफ टाइमिंग कि आपका कौन से सेक्शन में कितना टाइम जा रहा है सो यू कैन वर्क ऑन दैट थिंग
Okay.
so that is one thing and second is you obviously know whichever is your weak section and whichever is your strong section.
Okay. So you how so you did you came to know what was your weaker section? What was your weaker section during your preparation?
I am actually terrible in mathematics, so that was my
Okay.
weaker section.
Okay. So
Right.
quantitative aptitude is one of your weaker sections, correct? So
Correct,
how
sir.
did you
Quantitative.
overcome then? How did you overcome that particular subject and became good in that?
Even from BAD care faculty, the sirs which taught us maths, they really told us that go for the topics जो common है,
Okay.
जो yes जो cover होते ही है. So I just did those and rest I tried to practice, but then it wasn't as helpful. So rather I focused main on logical reasoning, English, and my abstract reasoning. So at
Okay.
least if I score less in mathematics, my those marks would cover it over there.
Acha, okay, Ishika, tell me, what were the books and the resources, like resources including mocks, portals, books? Which classes did you refer primarily? Did BEduca resources
My
help you?
yes, my entire resources for studying was from BEducare.
BEduca.
Everything
Okay,
given, yeah, BEducare. All the books given by BEducare, and to be very honest, the books were covered with all the subjects with
correct.
ample amount of practice sets. So and mock test too, even in the app. I have used the app a lot. The app
Correct.
had everything, subject wise test, the mock test, and overall BEducare gave us ample of resources to get
Correct.
ourselves brushed up and prepared.
How about doubt solving? How you resolved your doubts and queries whenever you go for thorough preparations? So how did the faculties help in that?
Faculties were actually great, to be honest, because every, like, the entire subject, entire topic was taught us twice.
Okay.
Once in with the batch one, second with the batch two. So you know, when you go through something twice or thrice, it automatically fits up in your head, and
Okay.
that was one help. And third thing, they also conducted doubt solving sessions. So if we
Okay.
needed help again with that, they never hesitated, they never said no, they were always there to help.
That's very great to hear. How about, apart from academics, how about the mentorship, overall shaping of the students? How did you find that in VEducare? The mentorship
In
part.
BA, yes, yes. The stress part there. I mean, I loved one thing that teachers वहाँ पे pressure नहीं करते हैं. They
Okay.
just guide us to the right path and they
Okay.
leave us to us. कि अब तुम्हारे हाथ में है where you go and where you don't, which is the best part. There is no stress. There is no shouting. There is no yelling. The environment is very peaceful, very calm. There are jokes. There are
Correct.
studies. Everything
So
is
overall,
very
a
fine
healthy
and
environment and a very lighter climate is kept in the class.
yes.
Okay.
Very
Any
nice.
specific tips? जो biggest challenge students लोग देखते हैं while giving the exams is the time management. People are just not able to solve the questions in 45-50 seconds. So time management के लिए what are the specific inputs would you like to give?
So personally, I would believe that go for the subject sections which you are good at it. For example, I had my upper hand in abstract reasoning and verbal and logical reasoning, so I went for that and solve the questions as soon as you see them and you
Correct.
give that attempt and you leave the questions जो आपको नहीं आ रहे हैं, because
Yeah.
if you spend your time in that,
Yeah.
maybe the next question which are easier but you won't have the time
Correct.
for that.
So बहुत बार
So
स्टूडेंट्स लोग को बहुत मुश्किल होती है वो क्वेश्चन छोड़ देने में. So you have to mellow down your ego and you have to leave the question which you don't know. Instead, focus everything on the questions which you know. Correct?
correct, sir. This thing was taught in We Educare that don't hold up to questions,
Correct.
leave them, come back to them again if you have remaining time, obviously, and solve each and every question because there is no negative marking.
So now there are new aspirants with us, new MBA aspirants with us. So if I tell you, Ishika, to give top three tips or top three advices to the new upcoming aspirants, what would it be?
First, solve as many mock tests as you can.
Correct.
Second,
Mocks,
really know mocks. Second, really know what are your weaker section and stronger sections because those will help
weaknesses,
you a
weakness,
lot.
strengths, and weaknesses. Okay. SWOT
Strength and
analysis.
weakness. And third, I would say just
What, sorry?
just be stress free. I would
Stress
say
free.
that because I was
That
stress free. I was very stress free
that is actually very
because
important, na? And stress free also is indirectly related to mocks. Once you give so many mocks, automatically you get that type of confidence. Okay, you are all right, and you are able to give the
exactly
exams. Correct. So somewhere I
because the
think
more burden you keep. Sorry, sir. Sorry to interrupt
your
you.
numbers of mocks, like you gave 40 to 45 mocks. So that actually somewhere helped you to, relax in your actual exams. Do you feel that way?
But I also do, sir, subject wise mocks. I mean, all over. I told you all over mocks about subject wise, like the total number of mocks as well as the subject wise mocks.
Okay. So overall, in thoda brief में, if you can say how BEducare help you through and through your whole journey of your preparation for MH CET would be great. Can you just brief about it?
Yes, sir, sure, sure. For this, I'll start from the step one where you guys have guided us कि MHCT का एग्जाम होता क्या है, what are the subjects and everything, and then you have taught us from the scratch. Like I would really say that when I say I have a weak base in maths, I don't know anything, but the faculty has never stepped back to say कि ये basic से हम नहीं पढ़ाएंगे करके. They have always guided us through all the ways, through everything, and in fact till the end, even right now where we are done with our exams,
Correct.
BEducare is still there to help us
Correct.
through everything, to get to a better college, to deal with cap rounds, to know where we are wrong, where we are right. BEducare has played a big part in my CD examination role.
That's very nice to hear. Okay, Ishika, I would like to congratulate you wholeheartedly once again for your very good percentile 94.81. And I really, really hope that you get best of the best college, MBA college, and you do very well in your MBA college and fly out with amazing colors in the college as well and further in the job. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.